Good morning, boys and girls. It is Wednesday, April 18th, early morn, and coming at you with the results video. Got a major announcement, one major announcement. Next challenge. Somebody else is going to be doing some results videos on occasion. How would you guys like to be seeing Deb do a results video every now and then? If you would like that, then you need to comment about it underneath this video. I'll keep doing them too, but I think that Deb needs to do them every once in a while too, just to have some fun. So get her out of her shell a little bit more. So major announcement. Get Deb, give Deb some support. Tell her that you're looking to have her do a results video at least every other week in the next challenge. So we'll see if she wants to do that. So, all right, here we go. Week 10 results. We had a tough week overall, but we still had some seriously awesome things happening on an individual basis with a lot of people. So, uh, weekly pounds lost. Coming in at the top spot, Dawn Elliott had a fantastic week, kicking some serious butt. Vincent Hurst came in second with another solid week for Vincent. He's really kicking it with some P90X there. Bev Ekman came in third with a really nice week. Way to go, you three. Our weekly percentages. Bev Ekman topped the weekly percentages, 2.65%. Fantastic job. Vincent Hurst, second, 1.77%, and Jesse Eady, 1.57%. Way to go, everybody. Overall pounds lost, our 10-pound club. We're at 10 members currently. We had one drop out, one drop in. So we have two new members of the 30-pound club. Congratulations to Dawn Elliott. She totally clobbered her brother this week. Doing a great job, Dawn. Keep going. And kick your brother in the butt. Give him a couple of jabs here and there. Get him going. In second place right now, and in overall pounds lost, and also a member of the 30-pound club, Christy Hughes. Way to go, ladies. Jumping into the 30-pound club. Still just hanging outside of the 30-pound club, Rich Junkerman. And Vincent Hurst is coming up fast and looking like he might be able to sneak into that 30-pound club too. Justin Mazzara's just about into the 25-pound club, which is great. And rounding out the 20-pound club, Cheryl Gillespie. So we still have our 6 members of the 20-pound club. Way to go, everybody. And rounding out our 10-pound club, Kathleen Huntley, Dolly Morgan, Michelle Blemmings jumping into the 10-pound club. Way to go, Michelle. Michelle had a really nice week. And Nathan Hessel. All right, so there we have our 10 members of the 10-pound club. And we still have a handful of people that can sneak in there and help us get to our new goal of a new record of 12, or well, that would tie our old record, so we need 13 to get a new record. But everybody's doing a fantastic job. Great job, everybody. Overall percentages. Now it's our 10% club. Our 10% club, because we have 3 people in 10% club. Justin Mazzara leading the way, 13.24%. Doing a great job, Justin. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just been very consistent with P90X and running, does a little couple runs every week. He's going to be training for a marathon within the next, 6 months or so, next couple months. Coming in second, Christy Hughes, 11.72%. And coming in third, Vincent Hurst, topped the 10% mark, 10.48%. Way to go, you three. Congratulations on that. Overall this week, we did gain 4 pounds. It's just didn't have that great a week. Just, as many good solid losses that we had this week, we did have some people who just took some steps back, and that's just going to happen, folks. It's just going to happen. We gained 4 pounds. We're at 338.5, so we still have 16 pounds to go to break our new record. We just need to refocus a little bit. A lot of times if you have that step back and you gain a couple pounds, you can drop it off real quick if you get back on the horse and get back into it, and it can come off right away. It's kind of like us almost, maybe it's water weight or something, or just so, a couple silly extra pounds or something. We're just going to get refocused and get back in there. I'm going to talk about something today after we're done in a couple minutes. Okay, that I hope will help. For the group, we lost 3 greens, we gained a yellow, and we gained 2 reds. So we're sticking, we're at 11 reds, 12 yellows, 50 greens. Okay. For our records for the 10-pound club, our record is 12. We're currently at 10. For the 20-pound club, our record is 5. We're currently at 6. And our record for the 30-pound club is 3, and we're currently at 2. So we're knocking on the door on a couple of those. Our 10% club, we did have 6 people in the 10% club last challenge, and we have 3 right now. That one's going to be a little harder to get to, but it's not impossible. We might be able to get to that one too. Okay, our hard level pace. The people who are currently eligible for the hard level drawing or on pace for that are Christy Hughes. To be on the hard level pace, you need to be at least 7.69% body weight lost with 50 workouts. That's the week 10 requirements. Okay, to be on pace for the hard level drawing. Christy Hughes, Dawn Elliott, Justin Mazzara, and Vincent Hurst are our 4 people on pace for our hard level drawing. Okay, everybody's doing a great job there. Congratulations, everybody. What I wanted to I've been reading The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, and it's a really good book, and it talks about momentum and how easy it is to maintain your momentum and how hard it is to get going again when you stop. And a lot of people get into the fitness thing, and they decide, what, I'm going to work out for 2 hours at the gym 5 days a week or 6 days a week, or they're going to go 7 days a week. They're going to go every day for 2 hours a day, and they do that, and they start off doing that for a month or 2 months, and they burn themselves out, and it starts to creep in where they don't really want to go 2 hours a day, and that's going overboard. So part of what it talks about is reevaluating every 90 days, every 60 days, even every month, of what your goals are for the month, of what you're trying to do. It's not realistic to want to go to the gym for 2 hours a day or work out 2 hours a day every day for the rest of your life. It's just not realistic. I don't do it. I don't even come close to 2 hours a day. It's just not going to happen. I reevaluate, every time I do a new round of P90X or whatever program I'm doing. I've done Insanity, so that was after 60 days. I reevaluated. I did a P90X Insanity hybrid. I did P90X2 for a round, and I did, I evaluate that every 90 days. What am I going to do for this next coming 90 days? But it talks about momentum and how it's just not realistic, and you're going 7 days a week for 2 hours a day, and then all of a sudden it becomes 5 days a week, and you're like, in your mind, that's failing. 5 days a week, 2 hours a day is a lot of working out, and it's fantastic. It would be fantastic to keep doing that. But it becomes a failure in your mind because you're just like, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And then the next thing you know, it becomes 4 days a week. And then the next thing you know, it becomes 3 days a week. And then you're like, you know what, I'm not even coming close. This is not even worth it. Even though 3 days a week, 2 hours a day would be, would have nice health benefits. So it becomes a failure. And in your mind, then you decide, this isn't even worth it. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And eventually you stop going. And that's not what we want. We want attainable goals. We want, things that are going to be long-term solutions. Deciding that you're going to work out 3 days a week for a half an hour to 45 minutes a day is a very doable thing, and it's also something that, most people can handle. And it's also has a lot of health benefits. We do recommend 5 to 6 days a week, for at least a half an hour. I think a half an hour workouts 5 to 6 days a week, a lot of people can squeeze that into their schedules. You wake up in the morning, you do a half hour workout. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, you don't need to do an hour a day. You don't need to do, insanity. You don't need to do P90X, but at least you're doing something, and that gets that momentum going. Again, that's what we're talking about today is momentum. Um, think of that steam engine. It's just sitting there, and that's you when you haven't worked out for a while. You're just a big steam engine just sitting there. And to get that momentum going, it can be hard. You know, think about how much energy it takes to get those wheels going. To get them started, to get that engine moving, even just a little bit. It's really, really it takes a lot of energy to get it going. But then once it gets going and once it gets moving, a freight train at 50 miles an hour can blast through like a 5-foot concrete wall. I mean, that's one part of what I read in the book. I'm not just yanking that out of midair. Somebody decided to do an experiment or something, blasting through concrete walls. But, it can really get going. Even at 50 miles an hour, that freight train is very, very powerful. That's what it's like with working out, folks. Once you get that momentum going, it's easier to just keep going, than it is to start and stop and start and stop and start and stop. So that's what our tip of the day is today. It's to set some realistic goals, reevaluate them every so often. If you're gung ho and you're like, you know what, I'm going to work out for for an hour a day for 90 days, and I'm going to go for 6 days a week. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing to do. But you might have things that pop up. Like my baseball season just started with my son. I help coach my son's baseball team. So when things pop up like that, reevaluate your fitness goals. Reevaluate the time you're going to have. Be realistic. But keep yourself doing something. That's part of the point of this. Yes. Maybe you have all kinds of time right now, but maybe you have a full-time job that the overtime's going crazy for a while. Reevaluate. Half an hour a day is good. It's better than nothing. Okay, you got to get your metabolism flowing. You got to get you got to burn some calories. You got to do something. Okay, I would say the minimum that you should be looking at is, honestly, I would think the minimum would be half an hour a day, at the very least 3 or 4 hours, 3 or 4 times a week. I would like to see everybody shoot for 6 days a week, but it's just not realistic. So, reevaluate those things when they pop up. Life happens. The important part is that we keep that momentum going and we keep working on stuff and we don't let our fitness not be a priority. It's important for it to be a priority. That's the whole point of what we're doing here. But it's got to be a lifestyle change. It's got to be, something that's going to fit in your schedule for the rest of your life, and it's got to be a priority. That's why, a lot of these people who are doing so fantastic get the ball rolling and they just, it just keeps coming off and keeps coming off and keeps coming off. So that's our tip of the day, momentum. Keep that momentum going. This challenge has a couple weeks left. Let's, make the commitment to get that half hour in a day, half hour to 45 minutes a day, and don't see it as a failure if it's just 4 times a week for a half an hour. There's nothing wrong with that, folks. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's our tip of the day. All right, everybody. So I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I'm sure we're gonna knock it out. We've only got a couple weigh-ins left, everybody. We've got 11, 12, and 13. We've got 3 more weigh-ins. And we've got the 5th of May as our end date, and the 6th of May as our new start date for the next challenge. So, hope to see you all in the next challenge. I hope you grab a bunch of friends, and I hope you lost 10% of your body weight in this challenge, or at least got yourself started and headed in the right direction. All right, everybody. So if you have any questions, or if you want to just talk about, what your goals should be, feel free to message me, Deb, your coach, all 3 of us, whoever. We're here. All right, everybody. Have a great one.